Welcome to The American Dream, a show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city, that now spans positive media all across the country, real stories in real neighborhoods. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and here's The American Dream. Welcome to The American Dream, a real show, not a reality show. The real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
It's not just about what you're living in, but the community you're going to live in.
High-rise luxury living.
People are the vehicle, people are the connection, people are the expansion.
Helping folks just like you find your dream home.
It just never disappoints.
Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts. The opportunity to achieve our biggest goals and aspirations.
It's the American Dream!
Welcome to another episode of The American Dream. We are your hosts, Chelsea Horan.
And I'm Jeremy Smith. Not only do Chelsea and I enjoy real estate, but we really love our wine. Have you thought about going to the Tuscan region to visit their vineyards?
Well, thanks to Montaluce, just 40 miles north of Atlanta, nestled in the heart of the North Georgia mountains, you can make that dream a reality.
Let's head on inside to check it out and see what they have to offer.
Sounds good, let's go. We are here with Chad McKean of Montaluce Vineyards. Thank you so much. We are so excited to see everything this property has to offer.
Well, thanks for coming to visit us.
Absolutely.
Thank you again. Can you tell us a little bit about what this property has to offer and what this is all about?
Absolutely. So Montaluce consists of two different restaurants. We have our sister restaurant, the Trattoria, which is newer. And we have La Vigne, which is this establishment. We do weddings out of here, proposals, engagement parties, corporate events. We're open every single day of the year. So we have a Christmas event, we have a Thanksgiving event, Trattoria next door. We have trivia night, it's more family-based, and more of the traditional Italian food. Up here at La Vigne, it's more of a fine dining cuisine. They broke ground in 2006. We have wine tastings in here, and this is our main wine tasting area. We have our villas. You've got a villa waiting for you after.
I hear we've got a villa.
Yes,
we're excited to spend the weekend up here and enjoy some wine.
It's a lot of fun. And we've got some food waiting for you guys. Chef has got some stuff he wants to show you. So with no further ado, you guys want to go check out what Chef's got going? All right, let's do it.
Thank you.
Let's go, of course.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Montaluce.
Hello.
I didn't order that.
Hungry? He ordered this for you. So this is our most popular dish, the petite filet mignon. It's 8 ounces. We got a triple cheese rotini with a Maine lobster on top of it. We also have French haricot vert with a maple and bourbon glaze. Our chef table is pretty much a one-on-one experience. It's really romantic, stuff that's usually off the menu. It's mostly locally sourced produce and meats. It's probably one of our most popular things we do here in Montaluce.
Majority of the vineyard is planted in spring of 2007. And everything we do here is by hand. This time of year, we're storing up carbohydrates. The harvest is over. We let the leaves hang for as long as possible so that they can store up enough energy for the next year's run. Once the temperatures get cold enough, the vines go completely to sleep, and we let them do that for the rest of the winter. Once you separate the grape from the vine, it loses its ability to regulate its temperature, so you want to get it in as fast as possible because it's late summer, it's still warm. So what we will do is we'll go out and we'll bring everything inside, and then we'll run it through this machinery down here, and that turns all of our grapes into juice, and then we run it through the fermentation process and turn that juice into wine. I think that one of the great things about growing grapes or wine drinking or any of that process is it's always a conversation. There's always more to it. You can always get more from it, which is what keeps me going.
the great amenities of the Mauna Luce Vineyard is to be able to stay on property in the private villas. These villas are available for lease on VRBO and on the Mauna Luce website.
We just checked into our villa. We are so excited to enjoy a nice glass of wine. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of The American Dream. We are your hosts, Chelsea Horan.
And I'm Jeremy Smith, and we'll catch you next time.
Cheers.
Hey guys, and welcome. We are back in downtown Canton at this area's newest hot spot. Join me, your host, Jennifer Bohr, as we go and learn all about the Holler, and this is The American Dream. Let's go. We are here today with Jeff and Gordy. They are the founders and owners of the Holler. Thank you guys so much for inviting us out today.
Thank you for being here.
Tell me about the history of this place.
Yeah, so it was originally a residence built in the early 30s. Canton was a mill town. They had a denim mill. It's now been turned into the mills at Etowah.
Yep.
We've been told that the manager of the denim mill actually lived in this house initially.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then over time, several families, many of whom are still here in Canton, have lived in the house. We've got a local artist who his grandmother owned this house, and he still comes by and drops by and watches our progress. So yeah, it's
Awesome.
an interesting, it had great bones to work with.
Awesome, awesome. So when you decided to transform this previous residence, what was your inspiration on making this establishment what it is today?
Yeah, so we saw several different elements and buildings and businesses that kind of inspired us. Jeff is a runner. He had been to Colorado. He saw a place called Shoes and Brews, which was, a brewery that also had running groups that ran, and they sold running shoes. It was a lot of outdoor spaces as you have in Colorado. And for me, it was really an inspiration of seeing wineries and breweries, whether they're in the North Georgia mountains or, just around the area where you've got a lot of outdoor space.
Yes.
They've turned them into, more than just a brewery, right? It's a great place to hang out. There's event space. There are a lot of things that people can do outdoors, and, great beer and food. And we really took it and added a lot more to it.
Yes, I can tell. So I will tell you, I've been here a few times with my family. We absolutely love it. Tell everybody, when you come to the Holler, what does this place entail? What all is here for you?
Sure. So we've got, as we mentioned, we've got beer. So we have 14 craft beers on tap. We didn't want to just do beer, right?
Yeah.
We said, okay, we want something for everybody.
I
So we
love
have
it.
wine. We have cocktails, mostly in cans. It's somewhat unique, but we did that by design.
Awesome.
We wanted it to be quick. There's no table service. You come to the window, whether it's the food container or the bar, and you order, and we get it out to you quickly. So lots of drink choices.
Yes.
And then we also have a shipping container. The idea was somewhat of a food truck, but a food truck that's permanent.
Yes.
A food truck where we have consistency of hours and food. But it's the same idea. You order at the window. We give you a number. You go sit anywhere on the property. We've got a lot of space here, and we find you and bring you the food.
Well, I know when you guys first opened, all I would hear about was this amazing running club. And I know, Jeff, you're a runner. What is this running club that you guys have?
Yeah, so running clubs have really grown in popularity. And a lot of it was, kind of attributed to the pandemic, an opportunity to get outside and do something with a group of people where you're, not going to be contagious, right?
Yes.
So we, when I was out in Colorado and saw this Shoes and Brews, there was over 200 people there.
Oh, wow.
For a group run. So in my head, I was like, well, if every one of these people comes back and buys a pint of beer, this is kind of a nice little setup, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we've done. You fast forward 7 years, we're here, we're growing our running groups. We've got 50 plus members currently.
Awesome.
Almost 40 people for a group run last week. The city of Canton has put millions of dollars into the parks, into the trails, the rivers, the preserves. So they want this to be an outdoor community.
Yes, 100%.
And we want this to be a place where you celebrate the outdoors.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Thank you, Jeff, so much for having us out here at the Holler.
Yeah, I really appreciate you guys including us.
Yes, thank you for having us, and here's to your continued success, your American dream, and we will see you guys next time. Cheers.
Cheers.
Today we find ourselves in the heart of Midtown, surrounded by the iconic beauty of Piedmont Park. In today's episode, we'll take you on a journey throughout the unique offerings of this bustling neighborhood. I'm Killian Reeve, your host. Welcome to the American Dream, Selling Atlanta. Piedmont Park boasts a variety of different landscapes, from open meadows to wooded areas, swimming pools to stunning city skyline views. Its picturesque landscape draws millions of people to it every single year. It is home to many different festivals such as Music Midtown, the Atlanta Dogwood Festival, and the Atlanta Jazz Festival, just to name a few. Its charm extends to romantic settings, making it a very sought-after venue. The Atlanta city skyline and the park's lush landscapes create a very memorable atmosphere for couples tying the knot too. Its scenic beauty has attracted filmmakers, and many Hollywood blockbusters have been filmed right here in Piedmont Park. The Atlanta skyline and the serene lakes make it a perfect combination for filmmakers who are seeking an authentic Atlanta backdrop. Just minutes outside of Piedmont Park, we're now in Peachtree Hills, where we're going to be meeting one of my good friends, John, whose house we're selling, and he's also going to tell us a little bit more about the neighborhood. So come on. Well, John, thanks so much for having us here.
It's good to see you, man. It's good to have you here.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Always nice to see you too. Why don't you tell us what initially drew you and your wife to this very property and to the neighborhood in general?
I've been in Atlanta 30 years and I've always loved this neighborhood. I think there's three big things: the proximity to everything, the walkability, and just the tree-lined streets. I think those are the three big things. I mean, if you look around, we're 10 minutes away from just about everything. You can get on a highway, you're 20 minutes away from the airport, you can get downtown, to Colony Square area and to the Arts Center. You get up to the baseball stadium pretty close from here as well. And then you get to the shops at Buckhead that are pretty close as well. But the walkability is awesome because you have parks nearby, you can play tennis, there's great restaurants and cafes, and you can get to Starbucks really walking. So with all the traffic in Atlanta these days, being able to get home on a weekend and not have to, get in a car, I think it just relaxes you overall. But this is just a phenomenal area.
What specific aspects do you like about the house?
The house itself just reminded me of the beach. I mean, it's just a different house.
I feel that vibe, yeah.
Yeah, and it's open, it's airy, there's a lot of great light. When we had friends over, and we have a lot of friends over, there's just different areas where they can congregate. Nobody seems to be on top of each other when that happens. And then you have the outside screen porch where my wife and I spend a lot of time watching movies and just kind of hanging out there. And then downstairs is great because I could set up the office downstairs and I could close the door and I could handle my business, and my wife doesn't have to worry about, being quiet or anything like that. She has the separation that she needs. But it's really about the light and the airiness of the house that really drew us to this house. And it's extremely spacious for what it is. I mean,
absolutely.
The upstairs master suite is large. You got a nice walk-in closet up there. All the bedrooms are oversized.
Yeah.
And just that downstairs area is great. And then even though it's a small lot, I mean, there's just a lot of areas to be able to sit around. You have the screen porch, but then you also have that patio area downstairs, which is just, we've had dinners down there and again, just a lot of people you can fit into the house.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. I love it. Thanks for spending your time with me today. I'm your host, Killian Reeve. See you next time on The American Dream, Selling Atlanta.
Welcome to the American Dream Selling Atlanta show. I'm your host, Jamie McCleskey with Caldwell Banker and Trademark Quality Homes. Today, we're going to be going behind the scenes and into the kitchen at one of the best restaurants in Villa Rica, Brothers Bar and Steakhouse. So let's go inside, grab a steak and a cocktail. Come on. We're here with Paul Anderson. He's the owner of Brothers Bar and Steakhouse, and we're just going to ask him a couple questions. Paul, how did Brothers get the name?
Brothers started around 2019, and my twin brother owned a previous restaurant here. It was also a steakhouse. He's actually the one, and I come up with the invention of the way we do our fire grill steaks. Yeah. And but the name Brothers started because the sacrifice that he put in. He went through a hard divorce when he started this, and put in, like his life saving to start it. And then my other brother, who invested with us, he invested some finances with us, who passed away during COVID. And so to honor them, when I took over, I know it started out with two brothers. We were called Luthers. We were called Luther's Bistro. And so when I took over, I decided to honor them and respect my brother who passed away, and my twin brother who did all the hard work and everything to make it happen. And so to honor them, I called it Brothers.
Do you have any plans on expanding? Or?
Oh, yes, ma'am, absolutely. But we try to do it without borrowing and trying to go into debt, because we're not in no hurry. I mean, we're just here, but we'd like to expand for the future. Plenty of opportunities. We like to do our catering and some little, different bakery opportunities for us as we can grow, so we can have our proper stuff with the steak. Everybody's got to have a steak, a baked potato, and some bread and some salad. And so we're growing, and we're getting to what we believe that, the future holds for us, but one day at a time. And we're not trying to rush anything. We're just trying to, try to take in, manage, and be, happy where we're at, because it's a family business. I mean, it's really I got my kids here. My youngest two kids are working with me, and my wife works with me. And people say, "How do you do that?" It's great. I mean, it's what it's all about.
Yeah, I would love that. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
I know we're going to get to go into the kitchen and kind of see how they cook and prepare some of their foods. Here in the kitchen, and we're with General Manager Kenny Harrison. I just wanted to ask a couple questions. What are some of the most favorite dishes that most people order when they're here?
Our big seller right now is the Cajun Surf and Turf, which is 8-ounce filet, sea scallops with a Cajun cream sauce, comes with 2 sides. That seems to be the customer's favorite. They get a little bit of everything on that.
So are you guys going to be getting any new menu items?
We are. We're dropping a new menu the week after Thanksgiving. We'll be introducing some new proteins. We're going to add some more seafood to the menu. We're going to beef up our appetizers a little bit. We'll be introducing some new desserts. Our menu will be almost twice as big. We're expanding.
Right. Well, I love your egg rolls. I can't get enough of those.
Thank you. Everyone comes in for them. They love them. They go over well. They're not going anywhere.
So I hear the filet is what I need to have, so I'm going to go head out to the dining room and get me a filet right now. Are you ready to order? Yes, I hear the filet is amazing, so I'm going to have that, the 8-ounce filet, medium well.
Gotcha.
That's it.
All right. You get 2 sides with that.
I think the fire roasted corn and the asparagus will be good.
Asparagus? I got you, love.
Thank you. That was the best steak I have ever had. I want to thank Paul and Kenny, the wait staff, the kitchen staff, everybody for letting us come in, telling us their amazing story. You guys have got to get in here and try Brothers Bar and Steakhouse. We want to thank everyone for tuning in to the show, and we will see you again on the next episode of the American Dream Selling Atlanta show.
Hi everyone, my name is Mona Melgomayel, and I am your host of American Dream TV's Selling Atlanta. And today we are in the city of Johns Creek. I call myself the Queen of Johns Creek Real Estate, and I live here. I've been here for the last 23 years. Today we've got a great adventure for you. first we're gonna stop at a restaurant that has been an icon in the city of Johns Creek since the city of Johns Creek was formed back in 2006. And then we're gonna head a little bit outside of Johns Creek and we're gonna take in a beautiful custom home that you're absolutely gonna love. So the city of Johns Creek is a northern suburb of Atlanta. We're close in. It's home to 85,000 people. There's great employers and healthcare. It was voted the best place in America to live for cities this size in 2023. It's truly a great place to raise your family and live your best life. If you are looking for the best Italian food in all of Johns Creek, look no further than Trattoria 141. Known by the people who frequent this Italian restaurant the most, it's called 141. And the reason is we're on 141. It's a major thoroughfare in Johns Creek. The food here is second to none. It is an extensive menu and the customer service cannot be beat. I can't wait to introduce you to the manager inside 141. Let's go take a look. Hi, Matt.
Hi, nice to meet you.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, doing well.
Great, thanks for visiting with us. So Trattoria 141, or as the locals call it, 141, has been here since the same year that Johns Creek, the city of Johns Creek, was formed, and that's 17 years. What is the secret to a restaurant lasting that long?
I mean, it starts with the food, but really it's the charm from the moment you walk into this restaurant to the moment you leave. If it's your first time here, your fifth time here, you're walking out feeling like a regular.
Right.
Our staff does an amazing job of making people feel comfortable and cozy when they're here. They're all super knowledgeable about the menu and the wine list, and yeah, they've just done a fantastic job.
Well, I think you were telling me that the average staff years of employment here is outrageously long, which is so unusual with a restaurant. How long has everybody been here?
We have a very low turnover here. People have stayed here for years. I've been here 17. We have another server that's been here for 12, one for 10. Our newest server is probably a couple of years.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I mean, that continuity of service combined with an excellent location and outrageously good food has really resulted in this being an epic location and restaurant for the community. Matt, thank you so much for meeting with me today.
Thanks for coming, Mona.
It was a real privilege to be here at 141. It's such a staple in this community, and we really appreciate it. Well, we made it to our second stop. We are just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Johns Creek in downtown Alpharetta. And today, we're gonna see this beautiful custom home that was built from the ground up. I can't wait to show you the inside. Hey, Bonnie, it's so great to see you again. Thanks for having me.
Hi, Mona, welcome.
This home is just a masterpiece. I don't even know where to start, but the ceiling with those beams and the stacked stone floor to ceiling fireplace, and wow, that kitchen, it is just beautiful.
It is. This builder has thought of everything to create this one-level living for the walkable downtown Alpharetta, and walking straight out to your covered lanai, your primary suite being right behind this fireplace, an incredible office that can double as a second bedroom on the main level. You don't even need the upstairs unless company or kids come over.
I want to move right in. We had a great day today. We introduced you to an amazing icon restaurant in Johns Creek and saw this gorgeous custom home near downtown Alpharetta. Until next time, I'm your host of American Dream TV's Selling Atlanta. I'm Mona Elgamayel. Have a great day.
Hello, and welcome to The American Dream. I'm your host, Vanessa Paget. Today, we're standing at Amicalola Falls, one of Georgia's most iconic landmarks. This cascading waterfall is the tallest east of the Mississippi River and the most southern point of the Appalachian Trail. Amicalola Falls is also one of the 7 natural wonders of Georgia, and it's a popular destination for people all over the world. today, we're not just here to see waterfalls. We're here at Big Canoe to meet my favorite private chef, Alejandro. I'm with my friend Alejandro. Alex, a wild chef.
That's what they call me.
Yeah. So tell us what you prepared for us today.
Today we have a phenomenal dish, all local ingredients. We have
Okay.
a wild duck, wild mushrooms, seasonal butternut squash puree, a sauce made with beautiful blueberries, raspberries, and apples just from LJ, about 10 miles from here. This area is amazing, so many different microclimates and produces all this produce, and I had to do something that represented the area.
I
so I thought
completely
this
get
was the proper dish for it.
I love
hope
it.
you enjoy it.
I will love it. What brought you to Georgia, though?
About 15 years ago, I came to run a race in Buckhead, Atlanta, and I fell in love with the area. The weather was so much nicer than Miami. It was spring, it was 90 degrees in Miami, and it was in the 40s, the blossoms were out. And that same week, I made it up here to Big Canoe area, and once I got here, I realized that I had to move up here. I'm like, this is freaking amazing, and I have to live here.
This is home.
Yeah, this is home now.
Awesome. Perfect. Can we try your dish?
Yes, absolutely.
Yay!
You gonna help me?
I love it.
All
Can't
right,
wait.
let's do it.
Yes. Alex, thank you so much for the delicious meal.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and thank you guys for watching The American Dream.
American Dream TV is a chance for America to hear from small business owners and big dreamers. We are the American Dream TV, and together we are changing the world of television.
Do you know my name? Do you know my name? Let's go. My name is Legend.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, produced from America's finest city, but shot in the heart of your neighborhoods. Don't forget positive media when the world really needs it. Follow us on social media at The American Dream TV. See you next time. In the meantime, cheers to your American Dream.